Hey guys, and welcome back to another video as we look ahead to tomorrow's game between Chelsea and Fulham. Should say it the other way round because Fulham the home team, but Fulham versus Chelsea in the West London derby. But even though it is a derby, technically, it doesn't feel like a derby, does it? I feel pretty indifferent towards Fulham. I have no hatred towards them whatsoever. Neither do a lot of Chelsea fans. I know they feel the same way. I did this poll on Twitter. 34% of Chelsea fans actually say they quite like Fulham. So Fulham, I know they hate us. But to others, we don't mind Fulham. Now, I know I haven't done a video on this channel for a while. This channel's not dead. I very much plan to what's the word I'm looking for? Re-establish this channel. Get the regularity back. I've been making content, football content, Chelsea content specifically, with the guys over at the Chelsea Social. So do drop that channel a link. We've been doing live streams, match previews and stuff. Been doing it all live. But I want to get back to posting regularly on this channel. So yeah, stay here, stay put. Talk about what's happened over the past couple of weeks. Christmas and New Year period, as always with Chelsea, was tragic. Pretty tragic. We had the loss to Arsenal, we had the loss to Wolves, we had the draw with Villa. We've been losing points. We are, however, going into this game against Fulham tomorrow off the back of a win. I know it was Morecambe. Relax. I know we put an absolute powerhouse of a team out against Morecambe. I'm aware of it, but we had to. Frank's under big pressure. There is the Lampard in and Lampard out fiasco. If you want to know what camp I'm in the Frank Lampard in fiasco. However, you do have to question some of the results and some of the decisions that have been made over recent weeks. But more on that in a minute. We have to beat Fulham. It's as simple as that. A draw is basically the same as a loss in this game. I would feel the same if we lost. If we draw this game 0-0 and we were pretty cagey and we didn't go for it, I'd be angry. I'd rather we absolutely went for it, and if Fulham counter and win the game 1-0, that's fine. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Chelsea are going to win 3-1. I think we're going to get back slowly to the grind. The problem we've got, I don't know our best first 11. I don't think Frank Lampard knows our best first 11. And Chelsea Twitter certainly doesn't know our best first 11. But we've got decisions to be made. Timo Werner scored against Morecambe, playing in the striker role. Yes, you'd expect him to score against Morecambe. I actually expected him to bag a few. But I think we all know playing centrally is his best position at the moment. Right? We've seen him on the wing. I don't like him there too much. I want him in the centre. Now that means poor Tammy and Olivier Giroud are going to miss out. Both have been in pretty decent goal scoring form. I prefer Giroud. I think he's our best striker at the minute because he gets one chance, he scores it. Tammy gets in great positions. His movement is more agile. He's quicker than Giroud, so he gets more chances, but it takes him 4 or 5 chances to convert one into a goal. Timo Werner has got the potential and the pace to just be electric. And this is what I would do against Fulham. I would kill them with pace. So up front, Timo through the middle. I would switch to a 4-2-3-1 formation. Why? N'Golo Kante is out. We know N'Golo is our best holding midfielder, right? He's out. So we now have to protect that defence, which we haven't been doing too well in the 4-3-3 formation. So to me, this is the ideal time to change it. You put 2 players holding. It could be Mason Mount dropping back in there. He's got all the attributes to be a decent CDM. It could be Billy Gilmour, who's come in and given Frank no reason not to trust him with some really mature performances for someone of such a young age. So for me, I would actually go Mount and Billy Gilmour. But Kizz, that midfield is really soft. They would get broken down. Well, that's the idea of playing 2 CDMs. I think that should counter that and take a bit of pressure off them. We'll see. That's what I would do. I don't think Frank will do it, but that's how I would line up. On the left, Christian Pulisic. Yes, he's not been in great form, but he is still, for me, our best attacking player when he's on his day. Also very quick. I would kill Fulham with pace. Pulisic on the left. Hudson-Odoi has to start on the right. If we don't start him, it says the absolute wrong message to everybody in the squad. He's been playing well recently. He's been scoring goals, getting assists. All right, yeah, it was Morecambe, but he come off the bench against City, grabbed a goal in that game. Another game which we lost, sadly, and were outplayed. But other players that are in sort of the fringes of the team, like your Kovacic's and the players that are in and out, they must be thinking, if Hudson-Odoi doesn't start, what on earth do I have to do? He's scoring, he's getting assists. So it's not done on merit. And then you go into the favouritism argument, blah, blah, blah. Hudson-Odoi has to start based on his recent performances. But Kizz, are you leaving Ziyech out then? Ziyech is an absolute magician. No, I'm not. I'm putting him in the cam role. I'm putting him in that central number 10. Be as creative and free as you like. I think he is the key to unlocking defences. His passing, his vision. We saw the ball over the top for Hudson-Odoi for the assist the other day. I think he's that magic player, that left-footed player that if he gets space within 25 yards, he will put it into the top corner. He will thread the eye of a needle and he will create opportunities for us. So I want him in that cam role. It does mean Havertz, unfortunately, misses out. And Havertz did score against Morecambe. But I think Havertz knows he's working his way into the team. He's gelling with the team. His time will come. But I would have Ziyech in the cam, Pulisic left, Hudson-Odoi right, Gilmour and Mount in the middle. That's my team on merit in midfield. Werner up front. The back four pretty much picks itself. If Reece James is fit, Reece James starts on the right, Chilwell on the left, Thiago Silva, Zuma, and Mendy in the sticks. Let me know your thoughts. What would your starting 11 be? And when I say a draw is like a loss, that's not out of disrespect to Fulham. That's just a situation we're in right now. Draws aren't good enough. I said at the beginning of the season, we need top 4. Even though I'm Lampard in, still need top 4. It doesn't look at the moment like we're going to get there, but we are at the halfway point of the season, guys. We need to have a really good bit of momentum throughout these next run of games. And Leicester away, believe it or not, will not be an easy one. We need to put some results together to give ourselves the best chance of top 4. If we don't get top 4, will it be a disaster? Pretty much. Pretty much. We got top 4 last year with the kids. We've built on them. Them players have improved. We've spent 200 million. We do need to go out and get top 4. That is my minimum expectation. Would I take 5th and an FA Cup? Not sure. Trophies are the aim of the game. If I was Lampard, particularly after the draw, Luton and then Norwich or Barnsley, if we beat Luton, of course, you've got to start to think he's got one eye on that competition. It's a trophy realistically we could win, but we've got to get through this Fulham game. Fulham who have played some tough games. They've lost narrowly to they lost to Man City, and then they drew with Spurs the other day. They come back, controlled that second half of that game. They've improved a lot under Scott Parker. A lot. They've got some identity. They're now rigid. They're hard to beat. They've got good attacking players. Bobby Decordova-Reid. They've got Lookman, who looks dangerous. Obviously, Ruben Loftus-Cheek can't play because he's on loan from Chelsea. It's a bonus for us. But they look much better in recent weeks. It's not the Fulham team that, the first 10 games of the season you think, well, you're down, you're relegated. So, yeah, whilst I don't think this game is going to be easy, I'm saying it's a must-win from a Chelsea perspective. Anyway, that was a bit of a rant. I just ranted at the camera. That was a cool video. That's my preview done. I think we're going to win the game 3-1. I've showed you my starting 11. I've told you my prediction. Let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Recently, we've had a few, so welcome to the channel, guys. Follow me on Twitter as well, at Kizz7. You get a lot more Chelsea content on there too. I tweet a lot about the games, believe me. I sometimes have an emotional meltdown. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time.